Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. This is Wine, Tea, and Paper, and we're going to talk about some books today. Today I am talking about my January book haul. Even though I'm on a book ban, I did receive some books that I wanted to talk to you guys about and how I got a hold of these books. So this month I received 3 physical books, 1 audiobook, and 1 ebook. First, I want to talk about the books that I received that are physical copies. They're all mixed up here. The physical copies and this lipstick that I got with one of these books. So we'll start off with the one with the lipstick. I received this package from Burnhouse Publishing. I won a giveaway on their Instagram. This is called The Slave Players by Megan Allen, and I'm just going to read the blurb on the back, so if you're not interested, just skip ahead like a little bit. Modern day in Deep South, racial unrest is rampant and outbreaks of violence reach epidemic proportions. When a church bus makes a wrong turn in the Alabama countryside, a dozen teenage girls become victims of a heinous crime. The resulting outcry is explosive as a new civil war erupts, but this time it will be all the whites who are cast into bondage, and slave playing becomes a cruel game of tyranny and survival. So I think this sounds pretty cool. It's about like new civil war, but it's like backwards from the civil war that we know. And then I received this lipstick, and this is from NCLA Beauty. And they gave, it's this cute little bag with a witch on it. And inside are 2 things. Hi, this isn't for you. There's a little like nail file buffer thing, and then this black lipstick. It's black. I don't know when I'm gonna wear this except for maybe Halloween. But maybe we should put it on. What do you think, Kai? Should we put it on? Just for the video? We'll put it on. So, I don't think black is my color, but it smells really good. And it's called Poison Kiss. So now, just gonna look like this for the rest of the video. Okay, next we have my books that came from my Book of the Month Club box. Because I'm a Book of the Month BFF, so that means at the end of the year I get to pick one of the Book of the Month Club finalists of the year for free in my January box. And then I also used my credit that was charged to my credit card in December, so I don't really count it as like going against my book buying ban because I paid for it in December. For my Book of the Year finalist, I picked A Woman Is No Man. I've heard some great things about this book. I've seen it on a lot of end of the year lists, and I'll just read this little back tiny blurb. As before, if you don't want to hear it, just skip forward like 30 seconds. 3 generations of Palestinian American women are torn between individual desire and their strict Arab culture. In this powerful debut, a heart-wrenching story of love, intrigue, courage, and betrayal that will resonate with women from all backgrounds, giving voice to the silenced and agency to the oppressed. So this sounds really good. It's all about like females having voice, having power, and I think this is an important book for all people to read during this time where women are still being oppressed, and we're in the 21st century. Like, how messed up is that? And then I also picked up Things in Jars, and this is by Jess Kidd. I also think this is a debut novel. I'm not sure, it might be. But this was an early release for Book of the Month, and I think it just came out like February 4th. But there's nothing on the back. It's just really pretty. This is like kind of like a mermaid-ish. Yeah, she is a mermaid because she has her tails on the front. But I'm just gonna read a little bit from the inside cover. So Bertie Devine, flame-haired, pipe-smoking detective extraordinaire, is confronted with her most baffling puzzle yet: the kidnapping of Christabel Berwick, secret daughter of Sir Edmund something Berwick. A peculiar child whose reputed powers have captured the unwanted attention of collectors in this age of discovery. Winding her way through the sooty streets of Victorian London, Bertie won't rest until she finds the young girl, even if it means unearthing secrets about her own past that she'd rather keep buried. Luckily, her search is aided by an enchanting cast of characters, including a 7-foot-tall housemaid, a melancholic tattooed-covered ghost, and an avuncular apothecary. But secrets abound in this foggy underworld where nothing is quite what it seems. Blending darkness and light, Things in Jars is a mesmerizing novel that collapses the boundary between fact and fairy tale to stunning effect and explores what it means to be human in inhuman times. That sounds super good. So I like how it's going to be like magical realism almost, because it's like taking place in the real world, but it's going to have like fantastical elements. And it takes place in Victorian London, which is like one of my favorite time periods ever. So I'm very excited about this book. And then my 2 books that are not like physical. Okay, so I received The Angries by Demi Skeen, and I got this from a Goodreads giveaway. And it's a Kindle book, so I don't have a physical book to show you. But I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis off of Goodreads. I remember when I entered for this giveaway, I was really intrigued by the cover as well as by the synopsis. And that's why I really want to share the synopsis with you, because that, like, I try not to enter the ebook giveaways. I don't know why. So this is the synopsis, and I'm reading it straight from Goodreads, so excuse me while I stare at my iPad for like a couple seconds. We've let ourselves overlook it, the damage after it happens. We stop seeing it, but we know that the destruction will never end. The buildings will stay gone and the people will stay dead. Nothing comes back. The marked are humans with superhuman gifts. Some adhere to a hero's code, but others do not. They seek to control using their abilities and their powers against us. We are no match for them alone. We cannot let them control us, and they will destroy us if we do nothing. It's our world, and it's time for us to rise and reclaim it. Open your eyes, see them for what they are, and resist. Resist for all of humanity. So I'm super excited about this book because it's like dystopian-esque, and it has like superhuman powers. So these people are trying to survive against these people that are other human. They're not human, they're superhuman, and they're like fighting for their survival. And I think that's so cool, and I'm super excited to read this one. I received this kind of as a giveaway. It was a prize that I won from the Parliament House, and it was an audiobook called Hook and Crown by Nicole Knapp. Yeah, it's from the Parliament House Press. And I received this book because the Parliament House Press has live events on Instagram. And every so often they'll bring an author on the live with them, and the author will talk about their book. The author will talk about their writing process, their writing space. Like, it's all pretty like interesting. And I happened to pop into one of these Instagram lives, and I wasn't able to stay for the whole video, but I was able to stay for some of it with Nicole Knapp, and I interacted a little bit in the chat, and then I got entered into a drawing because I was present for the live, and I actually won a copy of Nicole Knapp's first book called Hook and Crown. And Hook and Crown is actually a Peter Pan retelling, but it's like the dark side of Peter Pan, kind of. So it's not really Peter Pan. The main character's name, like the Peter Pan-esque character, his name's Aiden, and there is a Hook-like character, and there's no Wendy per se, but Wendy is mentioned in the book, and it's kind of like seeing Neverland, but through like a different eye, a different perspective. It's very dark. I read it already, and I don't want to talk about it too much because it's going to be my February wrap-up. and it was interesting because it was a Peter Pan retelling. I don't see those very often. And it was an audiobook through Audible. I got a little key code and I put it in, got it for free. It was a very quick listen. I think I listened to it in like 2 days, but I'll talk about it more in my February wrap up because I already read it. But yeah, that was my January haul. So I received 5 books and I didn't spend a dime, and I'm very excited about that. And yeah, that's all that I have for this episode of Wine, Tea, and Paper, and I'll see you guys in the next one.